Rookie quarterback starting his first NFL game, Dave Brown.
Yeah, and Dave Brown's excited to be here. I spoke with him yesterday. He couldn't wait to get out here. The thing that impressed me most about Brown is the fact that he believes he belongs here. He thinks that this is his team, and the key will be when he can settle down, if the team around him believes that he's their guy, then they'll be on their way.
The tone for both of these teams could be set this afternoon in the opener, the Eagles and the Giants, and Fox NFL Sunday will continue after these messages from your local station. New Jersey. The lights are on, but they don't really need it. It is 68 degrees. The wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. And the crowd is revved up. The Giants will kick off. Brad Dalloiso. The Eagles will receive. Jeff Seidner and back deep with Vaughn Hebron. Off the 1-inch tee from the 30, and Dalloiso kicks it deep into the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and the Eagles will start from the 20-yard line. Randall Cunningham looking to stay healthy. He is the #1 weapon on this Eagles team, and a 10-year veteran, and he says time may be running out. These starting lineups are brought to you by Zima. Up front, Bernard Williams, the #1 pick from Georgia. Antone Davis, David Alexander, the veteran center. Lester Holmes and Broderick Thompson, the right tackle. Herschel Walker and James Joseph are the running backs. Fred Barnett and Calvin Williams, the wide receivers. And Mark Barbaro, the former Giant, at tight end. On the first play, Herschel Walker trying to test the right side. And he picks up about 4 yards. So Herschel Walker, the big weapon last year for the Eagles. The Giant defensive line, they've gone to the 4-3 with Michael Strahan, Eric Howard, Mike Fox, and Keith Hamilton. Corey Widmer, the middle linebacker, beat out Carlton Bailey this week. And Michael Brooks, Raymond, Campbell, Williams, and Sparks in the secondary. 2nd down and 6 on the 24. Play action. And the pass to Joseph out of the backfield. And he is wrestled down near the sticks, close to a first down by Jesse Campbell, the former Eagle and Giant free safety.
Now, the thing about the Giants this year that's changed from years past is right now the Giant defense is a question mark. Usually this has been a defense that's been dominated by linebackers, and right now the linebackers are the biggest concern of this defense. If they're going to play well today, Corey Widmer in the middle is going to have to play well, and Brooks on the outside is really going to have to make a lot of plays.
There are 3 tight ends for the Eagles on 3rd and 1 at the 29, and Cunningham on the quarterback sneak appears to have the first down. And the one thing the Giants sorely need from someone, somewhere, Matt, is a pass rusher.
And they need a pass rusher, but what they really need, Dick, besides the pass rusher, is leadership. And the guy they're really counting on for the leadership defensively is Michael Brooks. Now, this change was made by the Giant defense. There you have it. As again, a penalty against the Giants. But the change was made on the Giant defense for 94, Michael Brooks. And it wasn't a case that Bailey wasn't playing well. It's just that Brooks inside had to be put in a position to make the most plays, since Dan Reeves and his staff believe Brooks is the best player on their field.
The offsides penalty against the Giants declined, and it's a first down on the 34-yard line. Cunningham with a play fake again, and he's got Calvin Williams downfield into Giant territory and a first down. Randall Cunningham hits the pass to Calvin Williams. Jarvis Williams, the strong safety, making the tackle and a pickup of 18 yards.
Speaking with Richie Kotite, the one thing that they said they were going to do was really go early after a lot of play-action pass. And what they wanted to try to take advantage of was the secondary coming up and holding, and also the linebacker switch inside, which would allow a separation between the linebackers and the secondary and make catches like Williams there easy to do.
First down in Giant territory at the 47-yard line, and here is Walker, and he's tackled. May get back to the line of scrimmage. And good penetration there by Keith Hamilton.
And Hamilton's one of those guys, Dick, that they were talking about that had to emerge also. Now, last year, he had a lot of sacks. This year, he held out. He came in a little overweight. You know, they listed there at 290. He came in at about 310. They wanted him to drop. Really hasn't played well through the preseason, but they'll need big plays like that out of him if they're going to perform well.
Hamilton and Fox, pretty strong run blockers on the left side for the Giants. Second down and 10. Cunningham has protection. He's going downfield, and the pass to Calvin Williams nearly caught and dropped, and good persistence down there by Corey Raymond, the cornerback, who stayed with Williams all the way, but Calvin really made an outstanding catch.
Now, Calvin Williams knows he has man-to-man. The Giants came with a blitz inside. Raymond stays on the outside, knows where his help is coming from the inside. You see it show up there. Williams goes up for the circus catch, but well defensed.
Giants have their nickel package in, including Jesse Armstead, number 98, third down and 10. Herschel Walker at the top of your screen goes in motion. Cunningham has room to run, but he flips it to Walker, who can't hold on. The Eagles would have had a first down had Herschel Walker held on to that pass, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I think that's a good series for the Philadelphia Eagles. They come out, they take the kickoff, they move down, and now they'll be able to pin them back and watch their defense work. But the blocking up front was good in all the pass block, and that's got to be encouraging because through preseason they've not been good protecting the passer.
David Meggett, who's a threat back deep for the Giants, and rookie Mitch Berger for the Eagles, now taking over since Jeff Fiegels has gone on to Arizona. And they want that kick to stay inside the 20, which it will, and a fair catch by Meggett. So the field position for the Eagles side of things is good. That was a 36-yard kick. And the Giants will go on offense for the first time inside their 15 when we return. Back here at Giant Stadium, Giants go on offense with their rookie quarterback Dave Brown, and will start from their 12-yard line. The one running back is Hampton. They have the H-back, Aaron Pierce, and the tight end in Howard Cross. Chris Callaway in motion, and the give is to Hampton, and he finds some room off the left side, and Rodney Hampton, 1,000-yard rusher, brings it out to the 19 and a gain of 6. So Dave Brown, who grew up in Westfield, New Jersey, just 20 minutes from Giant Stadium, but couldn't get tickets to see the Giants play when he was a kid. 6'5", starting his first NFL regular season game. Up front, John Elliott, William Roberts, Brian Williams, Lance Smith, and Doug Riesenberg. Hampton and Rashid, the fullback. Sherrard and Callaway, the receivers, and Cross, the tight end. Second down and 4. And Hampton is tackled and is shy of the 20-yard line by William Thomas, and a gain of only 1. The Eagles defense and a lot of new faces for the Philadelphia group, particularly up front. Greg Townsend, former Raider. William Perry, of course, the Fridge, you remember. Andy Harmon, who's a mainstay now, and William Fuller, who came over from Houston. Bill Romanowski, the ex-Niner. Byron Evans in the middle, and William Thomas outside. Mark McMillan and Eric Allen are the cornerbacks, and Greg Jackson and Michael Zordich are the safeties.
There's Eric Allen. That's the leader of that Eagle defense.
Third down and 3 on the 19. Out of the shotgun goes Brown. Brown has time, and the pass is caught, and it is a first down. And it's the rookie, Thomas Lewis. And people were wondering when he would get in there. He got in there in a hurry, and a gain of 9 yards to the number 1 draft pick.
Oh, this is exactly what Brown was going to see. He's going to get all the people walking up the line of scrimmage, trying to fake the blitz. Now they're going to walk out. Now Brown knows exactly where he's going, and that's a big, big step. Has Townsend in his face, knows where he wants to go with the ball. First down.
Dan Reeves, who brought the Giants to the playoffs a year ago, said he'd be happy with 9-7 this year, and he thinks that would be a wild card. First down on the 28. Two tight ends, play fake, and Brown's pass is intercepted. And it's McMillan. Mark McMillan intercepts for the Eagles inside the Giant 40-yard line. Howard Cross making the stop, and the Eagles take advantage and get the first turnover of the game.
Well, McMillan did exactly what the Eagles defense hoped that they could do, and that was read the patterns. Now Brown is reading this defense. He knows where his receivers are going to be. Well, on the other side of the ball, McMillan is reading that offense, and he's reading those patterns that the receivers are running. They ran exactly what he thought they would do. He just jumped that pattern. Well played by McMillan.
And Bud Carson is going to have the Eagles in Brown's pace all day. Pass was intended for Sherrard, and the Eagles have a first down on the Giant 37. Play fake to Walker. And the pass to Hebron out of the backfield, and he's wrestled down by 2 Giants after a gain of a couple. 2-yard pickup.
Von Hebron really figures to be a big player in this offense this year. Now, last year, Hebron showed up in his rookie year. He weighed about 190 or so. This year he came back about 205, stronger, still retained the quickness. He's got a little electricity and magic that the Eagles need back there in that backfield.
Randall said he's been a hard worker at camp, and it shows. Second down and 8. Here's Hebron, finds an opening off the right side and gets inside the 29. Short of a first down by a yard or 2. Pickup of 6 by Hebron and Jarvis Williams, the former Miami Dolphin, in on the stop.
Well, I talked about a little bit of that magic that Hebron has. You're going to see it. Once he gets into the hole, now let his eyes work, take his feet. Right there. See that little bounce in, bounce out. And now lower your shoulder at the end. See the good thing that running backs do. The good running back will finish the run. Hebron's learned to do that in the air.
He was their leading rusher in preseason. Herschel Walker lines up at the top now, wide to the left on 3rd and 2. And there's Hebron. And Hebron's knocked back.
Oh, nice
and
shot.
The Giant middle defense stuffs Hebron back. And we may have 4th and inches. Corey Widmer, who is in the middle for many reasons, and he's starting his first game, gives him a lot of weight with a fine play.
Yeah, well, that's the main reason that they put Widmer there. You're going to watch him right here, number 90. Now, they brought him in there because he's really the only backer they have with size. Now, be patient, see the hole, attack it. Get your head up, boom, run right through it. Very well played by Widmer. This was a big question mark for the Giants today, if Widmer could hold up inside.
And a lot of people are of the opinion that Carlton Bailey may end up playing half the game anyway. They measure, and they are short by a yard. So, decision time here for Rich Kotite. And if he tries the field goal, you know the new rule. If you miss, you go back to where the kick is missed from.
Remember last night we talked with Kotite. He hated this. This is the one rule change that really was driving him nuts. He said, you know, I'm going to go for it on 4th down a lot more now.
He's going for it here. He's got Maurice Johnson and Bavaro, 2 tight ends on 4th and 1 from the Giant 28. And the handoff is to Hebron, and he's thrown back, and the Giants hold. Jarvis Williams and Corey Widmer combined to stop the Eagles on 4th and 1, and the Giants will take over on down.
Well, they're excited. Earl Leggett, the defensive line coach, had his guys getting good penetration, and then it was just a matter of the linebackers reading the key. The Eagles came back and did one thing that I don't like. They came out in a 1-back set, and that tells everybody the only guy who can get the ball is behind him. Now you just follow him. Hamilton really makes the play, screws everything else underneath, and then Brooks comes up, Widmer's there, Williams is there. Well played Giant defense.
So the Eagles cannot take advantage of that turnover, and the Giants have it on their 28-yard line. On first down, Dave Brown with plenty of time, drills it, and is it caught? Howard Cross makes the reception beyond the 40-yard line, and it's a Giant first down.
Boy, I like that. You know, you have a young quarterback making a first start, and he throws an interception. The first thing you do, you come back and you set him up in the pocket. You give him a simple pass, you look for Cross on the out. The ball's thrown. Now let's see if it's incomplete or complete. Well, it looks like they're going to rule it incomplete. They have second down. That looked like it could have been a catch to me. Looks like it could have been a catch to Reeves, too.
But it'll be an incomplete pass. I'll tell you what, Brown, though, hung in there in the pocket. 7:34 remaining in the first quarter. No score. Second down and 10. And the give is to Rodney Hampton, who gets to the 30-yard line. And the stop is made by the fridge, William Perry, in a gain of 2.
You know, last year with this Eagle defense, they had problems inside stopping the run. Well, they went out and they got the fridge. And I got to tell you, watching Fridge through the preseason, it looks like Fridge got his winter coat on early this year. 335. What he's done is really solidified the middle, and he's really helped Andy Harmon become a better player.
Third down and 8 at the 30-yard line. The Eagles expect pass, of course, out of the shotgun, and so Perry goes out of the game.